Hey everybody, it's Adam, and welcome to... it's another Let's Review. I, however, don't remember the number, so hang on one second. Looks like this is going to be episode number 5. Yep, episode number 5. Today we're going to be reviewing a newer game that just came out, I believe, in the last week, and I'm actually amazed that I got myself on time with this one. This one is called South Park Phone Destroyer. So, South Park Phone Destroyer. You play the role of the quote-unquote new kid to South Park, and what you're basically doing is you're in the middle of this epic, ridiculous battle between Cartman and everybody else, as it seems to always be. What this is basically just a card-based strategy game that includes elements for side-scroller and PvP, so you can fight other people's decks, so it almost takes some things from Hearthstone and other type of card games, but you're limited to the deck that you can have, and as you can see here, back up. As you can see here, you only have 12 cards in your deck, so you have to kind of pick things very carefully. So far though, this has been quite a fun game, and what I need to do actually is, looks like it didn't save my decks from the last time. I've been going through the storyline, and I have been enjoying the gameplay quite thoroughly. We're going to get into this as well. So you can see up here, you get different themes, right, for your deck, which this one is Cowboy Robot, and then there's, so many different fields that you go. You start out with Cowboys and Indians, and then they start bringing in other elements as well. Special, no, I'm going to go ahead and pass. There was an event. I apparently did alright. So I actually get to open a pack of cards. So what you'll do is, in order to open the pack of cards, you'll see these are neutral here, and then this one is the Cowboy deck. You'll actually swipe the very top from left to right in order to rip off the top, and it'll display the cards. Bring them out, you tap, as a means of being able to show them. So you got PvP tickets, which are used to buy more cards and/or packs. You got cash, which again used for opening additional lockers, which we'll get into. That kind of comes into the play at the end of a stage. This ancient fossil is used to upgrade certain cards. This syringe, the power serum, is probably used for the same. I haven't used it yet. Sheriff Star, I'm sure, is for the same. And then you get cards similar to Clash Royale. For anybody that's played that, you have to eventually get a number of cards in order to actually upgrade them. But this seems to be pretty cool, actually. You get multiple packs, so that's kind of nice. Let's open this guy up again quick. More PvP tickets, more cash, another serum, a Tome of Knowledge, and that's disgusting. Indian Feathers, those are definitely used to upgrade cards, and then another common Gunslinger Kyle. Last one, Claim the Pack. I didn't think I honestly did this well. I literally played 4 PvP games and apparently did fairly well, but folks are still getting into the game as far as I can tell, and I will say that the balance in the PvP is a little bit on the off side. As a level 3 character, which as you can see up here in the upper left, I'm now a level 4. As a level 3 character, I was getting pitted against level 5s, and I did not necessarily feel that that was, so to speak, quote, fair, but that's just my own take on it. Alright, so, going into it, you have the ability for different outfits, for different cards and decks. We won't necessarily go into this. This is technically your phone. Basically, all you are doing... Excuse me. Basically, all you're doing here is you are acting and playing the role of a kid with a phone that is trying to, very simply, fight off all the evil that you are coming across per Cartman's grand scheme or design, if you will. He's essentially on your side, you're somehow on his, and you're just going to town on each other here. You get a free pack every roughly 4 hours, and then you also have the ability to buy other packs and additions. There's a lot of really good comedy that's actually intermixed with this one, where it's not too much and it's not too South Parky. I'm a fan of South Park. I like it. I should say I like South Park. I wouldn't consider myself to be like a massive fan. But anyway, you have PvP and you've got PvE. So the PvE storyline we'll see here. This is now the episode 3, and for each episode there is a very large number of chapters that go along with it. So 10 go with episode 1. or sorry, I should say 5 go with episode 1, but each one of these stages, it should be noted, can be played up to 15 total times. And every time you do, as you can see this little meter, this is now the 3rd time going into it, each time you do, the power goes up and then your best loot increases as well. So this changes out every single time. And you can see what the end boss is for that stage. That means you're going to fight this Inuit Kenny, in this case, for episode 1, stage 1. But every time you play this, it's going to get a little more difficult, which means you're going to need to upgrade your cards, upgrade your deck, and whatever else what have you in order to actually be able to beat it. But the fact that there's 15 per stage so far, that makes this to be pretty intense. So there's 5 in your first episode. Episode 2 has another 5, so there's 150 levels of being able to play right there. This one I know for a fact has 5 through it for this one, but there's another 5 and another 5 I believe as well on top of it for just this, so to speak, chapter almost. We'll kind of jump into this. They have a special going on right now where you get the, as you can see there, the man bear pig outfit, like my little avatar there is wearing, and you actually create your own avatar at the beginning of it. This is going to be difficult, but we're going to go ahead and give it a go, because why not? It ends up being kind of like a card drafting / side scroller. Now the rule of it is, basically, as you're going through this, you can only have 1 card of that type out at a time, meaning it will not become available unless the character on the screen dies. So, I literally just grab the card, drag it out to the front, and then I have essentially summoned that character out to fight, play, etc. You'll see eventually Cartman will have a little bubble come up over his little head. When he does, hit it. It is a special effect, and based off the area around him will depend on what effect it has on folks, or how many folks get hit by it. And his is a slower charge than others. I'll bring out Smuggler Ike here. He's not terribly strong, he's actually quite weak, but you'll see how fast his ability comes up. There's one for Ike, there's one for Cartman, and Ike's is going to keep going really fast and rapidly, but his, he gains 10 attack power every time you hit it. There's another one. I'll say that this game already had me chuckling out loud when I all of a sudden came to a part where Randy comes flying out dressed as Pocahontas, and to be quite frank, I lost it. I thought it was absolutely hysterical, but there you go. Gizmo Ike, this is what we're going to be fighting with. Splits into 2 Gizmo Ikes, and that could be dangerous. So let's see how it goes.
Yay! Look out!
Okay. Yeah. And the concept is that they're all using their phones to summon. It's almost like a mockery of summoning wars of some sort, which I think I've seen the characters for quite regularly. Oh, good lord. There we go. So then you win, and when you do, it brings you to this little locker scene as if you're in the school. Don't forget to see Don King. Yep, okay, cool. So, on the left-hand side, you see the list of the best loot. You got the option for 250 coins, 130 coins, or 4 alien hands for an upgrade. Thank you, Cartman. Alright, you will tap one of, as you can see at the bottom here, 3 lockers. You'll be able to use some cash to get additional ones if you want. I've only really stuck to the 3 for the most part. That's used to upgrade other cards here. There you go. That shows you that you got one of the best loot options. And only 7. Go ahead and do 1. Nope. Got another 7 coins. So I'm just going to go ahead and skip that. At the end of this stage, it's going to bring up all the different cards and show you exactly what you can upgrade, and then you can kind of go through and pick and choose as you see fit. I'm going to choose Outlaw Tweak. He's got enough cards that he might be able to get to the next level up. He's currently level 1. You have certain upgrades as far as health and attack that you have to get through first before you can upgrade the entire overall card. I need 4 more feathers to get him beyond this, and then we'll be able to do probably an upgrade. As you can see, card upgrades, you have to do 4 out of, you have to do 5 total card upgrades in order to be able to use the additional cards there. But it kind of takes some of the guesswork out as far as tracking all the different types of items, which is kind of nice. So we'll close that. No more to upgrade, and that's about it. On the whole, it's pretty fun. I'm going to probably keep playing through it. I'm going to see how far I can get into the story mode. It forces some PvP on you, which is unfortunate because I don't necessarily always enjoy PvP, and sometimes due to the balancing issue, PvP takes a little bit longer than I would like it to get a victory, but you need the victory to get to the next episode, if you will. So to get from episode 1 to 2, you have to beat PvP, and the same thing for 3, or from 2 to 3. So I can imagine that through all of the episodes, in order to get to the next one, you're going to need to win a PvP battle. Not necessarily a bad thing, but again, just not really my cup of tea. But I'm going to keep with it, and I'm going to see how it goes. It seems like one of your best bets is to kind of keep going after the free pack, and it's going to give you a notification on your phone if you choose to see when that comes due. And I've honestly, today I just hopped in for a few minutes here and there, opened up a pack, and then hopped back out again because I kind of feel like I need to get a few more cards kind of built up. And I don't really know the faster way of doing that just yet. I haven't quite found it, but on the whole, not bad. It's a fun game. If you want to, check it out for yourselves. I'll leave a description to the Play Store, version down in the description below. If you guys have any comments or questions about it, feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you have any questions for me, hit me up on Twitter or down again in the comments below. Really appreciate you guys taking the time to come by, and hope everybody's doing really well, and really appreciate it, everybody. Take care. See ya. Bye.